Hi guys, welcome back to class number 13 on CMA and FM. So guys, we are going through this decision making tools chapter, and after completing all the illustrations we are in the additional problems. Today we are going to discuss two problems, additional problem number 24 and 25. So this is a very important class guys. We are going to talk on two very important problems from the exam point of view. Let's go into the class. Okay, so guys, the first problem for the day is a company currently operating at 80 percentage capacity. So the company is operating at 80 percentage capacity, has the following profitability particulars. Okay, so they have given the sales, materials, variable labor or direct material, variable overheads. So total variable cost can be found, and we can find the contribution also if required. Fixed overheads is also given 5.2 lakhs. So if you reduce all the cost from the sales, the total profit will be like 1.2 lakhs. Okay, an export order has been received that would utilize half the capacity of the factory. Okay, there is an order received for our product, which is an export order, which means the entity who needs our product is a foreign entity which is outside India. They have given us a order. Okay, the order has either to be taken in full and executed at 10 percentage, and executed at 10 percentage below the normal domestic prices. So the selling prices is reduced by 10 percentage for satisfying that export order. If we are going to supply our products against that export order, which means we are accepting the export order, in that case it is 10% less priced compared to the domestic prices. So domestic prices or sales to the in the companies or sales that is happening within India, and sales outside India is the export order, and that is 10 percentage lesser price than the domestic sales. Okay, below the normal domestic prices or rejected totally. So what they are saying is the export order can either be accepted in full or rejected in full. You cannot deliver that I have a less capacity, I can deliver only this much quantity. We cannot say like that. We can either give the full quantity or we can reject the order, because we are already operating in 80 percentage capacity, and it is said that export order is received for half the capacity, which means 50 percentage of capacity. So out of our 100% capacity, 80% is already utilized for the domestic sales, which means we have only 20 percentage of capacity. But export order what we have received is for 50 percentage capacity, and we can either accept the order in full or reject the order in full. Reject the order in full, which means we are going to supply to the domestic market with our 80 percentage capacity utilization. If we are going to accept the order, we can do only remaining 50 percentage domestic, 50 percentage export. Currently 80 percentage we are utilizing for the domestic, which means 30 percentage we are not going to satisfy the demand of domestic market, and we are going to utilize that 30 percentage, and 20 percentage which is idle, totaling together 50 percentage we are using to prepare the export order. So hope you understood the question, guys. That is the most important point here. Okay, so the alternatives available to the management is reject the order and continue with the domestic sales. That is very easy, which company is already doing. That is already given in the table, question table also. Okay, the second option is accept the order, split the capacity equally between overseas and domestic. That will automatically happen. They need not say that, and turn away the excess domestic demand. Okay. So currently the company is having 100% capacity, out of which 80% they are operating, and all the 80% they are working to give products for the domestic market. And now the export order has come for 50 percentage. Now if they want to make the product for the export, then 50 percentage capacity will be made available for the export, doing the export products, and the remaining 50% available will be utilized for doing the domestic product. For domestic, actually we need the 80% capacity, which means we are going to do only 50% capacity, and remaining 30% of demand which domestic market is giving, we are going to leave that, and that is the question number B. And question number C is increase capacity to accept the export order, and two options are giving how we can increase the capacity. So what we have to do is compare the statement of profitability of all these three cases. So A, B and C, we have to make the comparative profit and suggest the best alternative. So which is the best alternative? The alternative in which we make the maximum profit is going to be the best alternative. So whether it is A or B or C, which is the best, we are going to see. So first things first, guys, the capacity utilization is first. Okay, so current capacity utilization is 80%, and capacity required for export meeting the export order, because we can either accept it or reject it. Reject it means there is no doubt at all and it is an easy go. But if we are going to accept, then 50% capacity has to be allocated for doing the export product itself. Okay, let's proceed with the problem. First option, we are rejecting the export order, which means we are going to do the domestic sales, which is already given in the table. Here we are going to convert this. This is the table that is given in the question. We are just going to convert it into the marginal cost statement. So, okay, sales that is given as 12.8 lakhs, direct material is given 4 lakh, 1.6 lakhs of direct labor, 4 lakh, 1.6 lakh, variable overheads of 80,000. So total all the variable cost, you will get the total variable cost. And okay, so you have the sales, you have the variable cost, sales minus variable cost, you can find the contribution. Fixed overheads, yes, you have 5.2 lakhs. Yes, we can put 5.2 lakhs and profit is 1.2 lakhs. So for the case A, which is already given in the question, it is 1.2 lakhs of profit. Now we can go to the case B. Okay, in the case B, what we are going to do, we are going to accept the export order, which means 50% of capacity is required to meet the export order. Remaining 50% we will make for domestic. Now is the pro rata basis ratio and proportion we have to use to find the sales. Okay, 12.8 lakhs is the sales for 80% capacity. Then for 50% capacity, what will be the sales? It is very easy. 12.8 lakh divided by 80% multiplied by 50%. It is nothing but 12.8 lakh divided by 80% means for 1% what is the sales, multiplied by 50% means for 50% of capacity the sales will be 80 lakhs. So I have given the formula here, 12.8 lakhs divided by 80% multiplied by 50%. So you will get the domestic, what will be the sales. Apply the same formula, which means divided by 80% and multiplied by 50%. For the material also, apply that for the 4 lakhs, you will get 2.5 lakhs. Apply the same thing for direct labor, you will get direct labor for 50% domestic. The same apply for the variable overheads, you will get variable overheads for 50% capacity. We are just converting the 80% values into 50% values. So how to do it? Just divide by 80% multiplied by 50%. Okay, so if total variable cost you have found, sales you have found, you can find the contribution also. So stop with the contribution because we have to work for the remaining 50% for export. The one change is they have said for export order 10% below selling price of 10% below, which means 8 lakh is a sales of 50% of capacity. 50% of capacity, if you sell 8 lakh is a revenue, and if you are the same 50% capacity, if you are going to sell for export, 10% drop in the selling price, which means 10% of 8 lakhs is 80,000. So 8 lakh minus 10% of 8 lakh, which is 80,000. So 8 lakh minus 80,000 is 7.2 lakhs will be the sales. But the same materials you are using, so material cost will not change, it is 2.5 lakhs. Okay, direct labor also will not change, variable overheads will also not change. So the total variable cost will not change, but sales has gone down, so the contribution has gone down. So contribution from 50% domestic will be 4 lakh and contribution from 50% export will be 3.2 lakhs. So putting together total contribution of 7.2 lakhs, and fixed overheads will not change with the quantity. So fixed overheads, it is given in the question as 5.2 lakhs minus 5.2 lakhs. 2 lakh is a profit. So guys, we have given made the answers for option A and option B. Option A, the profit is 1.2 lakhs. Option B, the profit is 2 lakh. So the option B has higher profit compared to option A. Now we have one more option, which is option number C. Let's go to that. So option number C. So here what we are going to do is increase the capacity so as to accept the export order and maintain the present domestic sales. So present domestic sales is 80% of the capacity. The idle capacity what we have is only 20%. Okay, so we are going to accept the export order. Export order has to be accepted in full, which means 50% of capacity is required for that, against which we have only 20% capacity. So which means there is a shortage of 30% capacity to meet the export order. So how to get this 30%? Buying an equipment that will increase the capacity by 10% and fixed cost by 40,000. Okay, so we are putting a new machine, and with that new machine 10% capacity has gone up. How much shortage we have? We have 30% capacity shortage. 10% is we have got through putting a new machine, and that machine will increase the fixed cost by 40,000 rupees. Okay, and next, work overtime. So I am asking the laborers to do some more work, asking them to do overtime work. Okay, a time and a uh, half to meet the balance required capacity. So what is the shortage capacity? Export order we have accepted, which means we have to accept in full. Export order requires 50% of capacity. We have only 20% capacity remaining after meeting the domestic demand. So out of this 20%, we need 50% percentage for export. 20% is available. Remaining 30% is shortage. Out of the 30%, 10% we got through new machine. Remaining 20% we are going to do overtime work of the whatever labor we have. We are asking them to come to do overtime work and do the remaining 20% of the work. So we are going to do the profitability statement for this. This is really challenging thing, guys. Here is what the major mark will be. If this is a 8 marks question, at least 5 marks will be for this. If or minimum 4 marks will be there for this last question. Let's go for it. So we are going to do the domestic market demand fully, which means 80% of the product what we produce will be given for the domestic. So domestic is the 80% existing domestic market. Sales is given in the question, guys, 12.8 lakhs. Direct material is given in the question. Direct labor is given in the question. Variable overheads is also given in the question. So total all the variable cost 6.4 lakhs. So sales minus variable cost contribution is 6.4 lakhs. So there is no doubt in this first column. The second column, 80% already we have given to domestic, so we have 20% only idle. So we have to find the 20% what will be the sales. Same formula. So if for 80% 12.8 lakhs is a sales, then 12.8 lakhs divided by 80% multiplied by 20% will be the sales for 20% capacity. But export order is done with 10% price cut. So which means 12.8 lakh divided by 80 multiplied by 20 multiplied by 90%. Okay, multiplied by 90% is because we are meeting the export demand by 10% price cut. So because of which we are multiplying by 90%. Okay, so guys, understood this formula? So 12.8 lakhs is for 80%. So I'm dividing the 12.8 lakh by 80% multiplied by 20% and multiplied by 90%, so that 10% price cut is also applied on that. Okay, so say apply the similar formula, divided by 80% multiplied by 20% for doing the direct material, direct labor and variable overheads. You can find the variable cost, and you can find that you have the sales minus variable cost, you can find the contribution. So now this 80% capacity is gone for domestic, 20% we have the balance, that is we are going to give for export. And the total contribution we have got 5.2 lakhs is the fixed overheads. Current fixed overheads is 5.2 lakhs, and if you reduce the profit is 2.48 lakhs. But export order only 20% we have met. Okay, so the total export order is 50% of the capacity. 20% of the capacity we have met. 10% of capacity how we are going to meet? So 10% of capacity, which means 20%, what is the values, just divided by 2, it becomes 10% capacity. So 2.88 lakhs divided by 2, it becomes 1.44 lakhs. Direct material divided by 2, direct labor divided by 2, variable overheads divided by 2. So total variable cost is 1.6 lakhs for 20% capacity. So for 10% it becomes divided by 2, it is 80,000. So the total profit, total contribution is 64,000, and this is the 10% additional capacity we have got because of putting one new machine, and because of which our fixed cost has gone up by 40,000. So 40,000 fixed overheads I am reducing. from the contribution to find the profit of 24,000. So because of 10 percentage capacity I have increased to meet the export demand for 10 percentage, and because of the 10 percentage I'm getting additional profit of 24,000. So how much capacity is actually required to meet the export order? 50 percentage. 20 percentage we already had, 10 percentage because of new machine now we got an additional profit of 24,000 we got, balance again 20 percentage, and that will be obtained through working overtime. Now again 20 percentage additional capacity by working overtime. Okay, so 20 percentage capacity, sales is going to remain the same 2.88 lakhs. Direct materials no change. Okay, variable overheads also no change, but there is a change in the direct labor. So what is said in the question, work overtime a time and a half to meet the balance, which means 1 hour if you are going to spend at the normal, 1.5 hours you are going to spend. If 1 rupee you are going to spend, 1.5 rupees you are going to spend for the overtime, which means 40,000 you have spent in the normal, but by doing overtime 150 percentage of 40,000, which means 40,000 plus 50 percentage of 40,000, which means 40,000 plus 20,000 is 60,000. So the direct labor for the same amount of work has increased from 40,000 to 60,000 because 1.5 times, which is 150 percentage additionally we are doing. So the variable cost has gone up by 20,000. 1.6 lakhs variable cost has gone up to 1.8 lakhs. So the contribution is 1.08 lakhs. Okay, this will become the contribution. There is no fixed cost for it. Just we are asking our labor to do a overtime and deliver the product. Okay, so now if you total it, the total profit comes to 3.8 lakhs. So guys, please rewind and watch the video. This is a very important problem and little bit of challenging problem, I agree, but we should not miss the opportunity to grab this is an easy problem if you understand the facts. Okay, just calculating the pro rata sales with 10 percentage price cut, pro rata variable cost figures, that's it. Okay, that's it, and you can make the problem very easily. Okay, any doubt, please share your comment. And they have said which is the best alternative. Yes, option C is the best alternative because you are getting the higher profit of 3.8 lakhs in this case. Okay, we have one more problem for today's session. Yes, okay, a company has just been incorporated and plan to produce a product that will sell for 10 rupees. So selling price of the product is 10 rupees. Preliminary market survey shows that the demand will be around 10,000 units. So volume is 10,000. Okay, and the company has choice of buying one of the two machines. So company is looking for machines to produce this item. They have two options, either to buy machine A. If the fixed cost means not the investment, not the price of the machine. If you buy that machine, there will be some fixed cost of running that machine. So fixed cost of running that machine will be, machine A is 30,000 per year and would yield a profit of 30,000 per year. Okay, contribution minus fixed cost is profit, 30,000 per year, 10,000 units of sales. And if machine B, fixed cost per year is 18,000 and yield a profit of 22,000 per year, sale of 10,000 units. Variable cost behave linearly in both the machines. So guys, you have two machines. On the two machine, what will be the fixed cost, what will be the profit, that is given. So what we are required to find which is the best machine, break even sales of each machine we have to find. Yes, that's very easy. We know all the concept of PV ratio, variable cost, fixed cost, break even sales, margin of safety. All those things we saw in all the earlier class. I think today we are in the 13th class. Please watch all the videos in order. This is a very unique problem. That's why I chose to discuss in our class today. Okay, so machine A and machine B, let's do a comparative study. Fixed cost of running is given 30,000 for machine A, 18,000 for machine B. Profit is also given 30,000 and 22,000. So contribution, sales minus variable cost is contribution. Contribution minus fixed cost is profit. So which means you have the profit, you have the fixed cost. Fixed cost plus profit will become contribution. It's just a reverse calculation. So contribution can be found, which is fixed cost plus profit. So 60,000 is a contribution of machine A and 40,000 is a contribution of machine B. Okay, sales at 10 rupees per unit. We know the sales volume is 10,000 in both the cases and 10 rupees is a selling price. So 1 lakh is the sales in both the cases, machine A and machine B. So you have the contribution, you have the sales. So sales minus contribution will become variable cost, because sales minus variable cost is contribution. So similarly, sales minus contribution will be the variable cost. So now we can find the variable cost also. And PV ratio, we all know PV ratio is contribution divided by sales. So contribution, so 60,000 divided by 1 lakh and 40,000 divided by 1 lakh. PV ratio of 60% for machine A and 40% for machine B. Break even for sales we have to find. Very simple formula, fixed cost divided by PV ratio is a break even point. I'm not going to discuss on it because we have discussed on that enough. Next, sales level where both the machines are equally profitable. Okay, which means both the machine A and machine B both are equally profit. What is the formula for profit? Profit is equal to sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost. That is the profit. So profit for both the machines is same. Now 10 rupees is the at which sales quantity profit of both the machines will be same. That is the question. Okay, so sales quantity, I am assuming sales quantity is X. Selling price is 10 rupees. So what is the sales? Sales selling price multiplied by sales quantity. Sales quantity, I am assuming it as X. So 10X is the sales minus. Okay, so variable cost we have already found 40,000 and 60,000 and volume of 10,000, which means variable cost per unit is 4 rupee for machine A, 6 rupees for machine B. So variable cost per unit we have found. So sales quantity we know 10x is the sales for machine A, 10x the same 10x is the sales for machine B, minus 4x is the variable cost. So sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost is equal for both machine A and machine B at what quantity, and the quantity I am considering it as X. So 4x is the variable cost. 6x is the variable cost for machine B, and 30,000 is the fixed cost for machine A, and 18,000 is the fixed cost for machine B. So sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost is the profit of machine A equal to profit of machine B. And if you solve this equation, you will find X is equal to 6,000, which means at 6,000 the profit yielded from machine A and machine B will be same, which means it is like the decision making is equitable. Okay, when your 6,000 is your sales, you can go for machine A or machine B. In both the cases you will yield the same profit. Now the most interesting part of the question is range of sales where one machine is more profitable than the other. You can easily answer this. Okay, at 6,000 machine A, machine B both are having equal profit. And 10,000 we just had a solution. At 10,000 machine A had 30,000 profit and machine B had 22,000 profit, which means at 10,000 machine A's profit is higher than machine B, which means after 6,000 if your volume goes above 6,000, machine A will become more profitable, and if your volume is below 6,000, machine B is more profitable. So greater than 6,000 range, okay, which means 6,000 to anything above, machine A you have to buy, and less than 6,000 machine B you have to buy. So this is practically, this will happen in the factory, guys. This is a very critical decision making, because what the sales team will project you at, let's take the same example as a care. 3,000 is a sales volume for the next 2 years, and after that 8,000 will be the sales volume for the next 2 years, and after that 10,000 will be the sales volume. So the sales volume is going up. Now what will be your decision making? Because 3,000 means it is less than 6,000. Machine B is profitable, and only for 2 years machine B will be profitable, and after that sales volume will become 6,000, 8,000. In that case, machine A will be profitable. Then this, after 3 years, marketing team will come and ask, see, this finance guy has given this decision. That's why we have bought this machine. Now this has gone wrong. This is having huge fixed cost. The profit derived from this machine is not right. PV ratio is very less. So they will say all these questions. So we have to project to the management like, this is the machine, this machine B will be good for these 2 years, and then after that machine A will be better for these many years. Okay, so as a good to go decision, I'm I prescribe this as my best choice, and you can place for management for approval. Okay, So guys, we will meet in the next class with further problem. All the very best, guys.